Good morning. I know I didn't record much last night. I was so beat. Got into Winshields campsite pretty late. I think it was 7:30 maybe. Woke up actually today at like 5 a.m. So I'm definitely getting acclimated to the sun up, sundown. Just doing a road walk to Vindolanda. Cool. Shoes. I'm so excited for this. Oh look, Rome is only 1,125 miles away. Whoa. This is huge. You can see the archaeologists are actively working over there. I read that they've only found maybe a quarter of the artifacts that they're likely to find, and it's probably going to take them like 150 years to get it all. So they rebuilt the fort 8 times over the course of the years, and every time they would just cut it down and then they would just cover up the ground with clay. So it ended up allowing a lot of things to be preserved under the clay, and so that's how they have so many like wooden and leather artifacts that are still surviving to this day, like 2,000 years old. So this was saying that before they built with stone, they built with wood, and it was way larger than this, and it's all probably mostly still buried. So this was a bathhouse constructed in the year 100 before the wall was built. Wow. Look at the floor. That's amazing. Oh, it smells really delicious here.
The day that the photographer comes up, knocks on Martin's door, says, "Here are the latest prints." It's absolutely wonderful. How many men are present?
These are part of their sewer system.
Wonderful document.
So it's a toilet seat. These spatulas look like you could use them today. Who would know that was 2,000 years old? These are really cool. Looks like you could use these today. And this is a wig made from moss that has somehow survived. So like medical hygiene tape instruments.
Look at this. They all got so big black you couldn't see a thing. And we had faith in us to say, "Here, take the new guy, investigate, try out infrared photography." And sure enough, up the gate texts were reserved. We didn't realize at the time.
This is some leather shoes. Some of these look really elaborate. It's a drawstring tool bag. Pieces.
Then cleaned very carefully with a very fine brush. This process can take a rather long time.
Tomato basil soup, chicken tikka sandwich, and raspberry lemonade. Those pillars just sticking up like that, what is that?
It could be the base of for a bath. where they have a floor above it, and then they put in hot water or cold water or something underneath. There's something
Oh,
like
to heat the
that.
floor. There's the area they're working on over there. This is a water tank. Oh. So you could walk in there. Okay.
Bathhouse was placed on the northern side of the town because the wind normally blows.
I'm back on trail. It was drizzling a bit, so I've got the poncho on. I'm going east, Steel Rig area. Well, that was a steep climb of rocky stairs. And, woo, woo. It's 1:30, so I have to make up some miles, and there's also Housestead's Roman fort, which I wanted to stop at for a little bit at least. So I think tonight will probably be another late-ish night, although I do want to I have to get there before 8:30 because that's when check-in ends. So I met my dad at the museum and I got some resupply things. I also dropped off some things that were on my shoulder straps. My tripod, which I only used once, very briefly, and then my bottle rocket and that hydropack flask, I wasn't using at all, so it was just dead weight. So that all probably saved about 4 or 5 ounces off of my shoulders, so I'm hoping that helps with some of the shoulder pain I've been experiencing. Other than that, I just grabbed a couple more meals since I found that I've been cooking a lot of my own food rather than going out. It just hasn't really worked out for me where stops for meals have been available. So just getting some reserve meals in case. This is Mile Castle 39. I think actually looking back on it is more impressive than when you're right up on it. It's the iconic Sycamore Gap with the tree from Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. From up close, it's just a tree. But from far away, it looks pretty cool. All that is straight down. Ooh, scary. If you could climb up to that, that would be the Bond Cliff of England, I think. Check out this random stretch of trees in the middle of this ridge. Mile Castle. I've been thinking I really don't have time to to stop and tour the Housesteads Fort because it's 3 o'clock and I think I still have like 8 miles left to hike. So even if I hike 2 miles an hour, it's still going to take me 4 hours to finish. And that would put me at 7 o'clock. So I don't really want to have a even later night than last night since I have so much stuff to do. Laundry and maybe order a pizza. Yeah, I'm skipping it. It wasn't directly off the trail, so even just getting there would have added more to this walk. Bugnet is on for the first time. I was being swarmed by something. I don't know if they were midges or what, but they were not biting me. It was just annoying. They were getting in my eyes and my nose and stuff, so I just put this on. But we're on a little ascent right now, and after this, things should start to level out a little bit. Pretty. This is the Winshields woods, and I am all for it. Oh, why are you cutting trees down? You have so little as it is. I just realized I never mentioned that I have new trekking poles now. I actually bought them for this trip because they collapse down really small, and I needed them to fit in my suitcase, and my old ones didn't fit in my suitcase. So, so I bought these, and I like them because they're lighter than my old ones. They're carbon, and they don't collapse every time you put weight on them. My old ones were snowshoe poles, and they just were not meant for hiking. So every time you put like any kind of weight on them, they would shrink down and you'd have to fix them again. And these have a different style where they don't do that. So happy with them so far. I just realized we've been walking alongside this Roman ditch right here. So I guess we are at the northernmost part of the Roman Empire. Hey, I don't think you're supposed to be eating those. Look at all the different colored cows. Green carts. Alright, I set up my tent. I'm still airing out my tarp. I'll put that on later. It's definitely going to rain tonight. Good thing about this place is there's a picnic table. There's like a couple of them on site. Other than that, this place is a pretty big disappointment. Some of it, not really their fault, but some of it, yeah, probably could have been advertised better. But because in the guidebook it's like touted to be like the best place that you can stay on the wall or whatever, and it's really not. Like, I really liked Winshields campsite better. They do have laundry, but it's like 3 pounds per wash and 3 pounds per dry, and there's no detergent, so forget that. And then you can order pizza here, but of course, I mean, my phone, I can't make calls in the UK, and then I can't get on the Wi-Fi to order on the internet or make an internet call or anything. So that's out. It's much dingier than Winshields was. Winshields was like spotlessly clean, and this place is just kind of run down and dirty. But I guess the good part, there's a lot of places to put up your tent if you can handle the noise. There's like a lot of noise in that other field, a lot of loud music and kids screaming and stuff, so hopefully that quiets down. Thankfully I did bring an extra dehydrated meal. I'm gonna make some dinner now because I am starving. Wow, I'm in my tent and it's still light out. Wow, it looks a lot lighter than I think it actually is. It is 9:07. It's 9:07. And I am finally in my tent for the night. It gets dark super late here. I think sunset is 9:30. So, and then it's still bright for a little while after that. It's weird getting used to the increased amount of daylight here. And then sunrise is at 5 a.m. So today was a good day. I got to see Vindolanda, and weather held out for the most part. It only rained for a brief period of time and not super hard. Tomorrow is going to be fewer miles, which is good because it is going to rain all day. 100% is going to rain. So it will be a good day to not be outside hiking as much. This tent is working out. So far it has not rained in the tent yet. The tarp has been staying wet all day in my pack, but usually I'm able to kind of air it out a little bit. And oh, I have a thing. One of my most useful items on this trip is this piece of ShamWow that I brought. And I just use it to wipe my tent and my tarp off, and then you just wring it out and then it can soak up more water. And so I just keep doing that, and then that helps save up some of the water weight that I would be carrying. So yeah, very useful hack, and it weighs next to nothing. Most useful item of the trip award goes to ShamWow. No, obviously, like, there's a lot other things that are more useful, but the most useful one that you wouldn't have expected, I guess. I would say that this sleeping pad would be kind of the loser. It was not keeping me warm last night. So I have put my sit pad on underneath me just to add a little extra warmth, and I might end up sleeping in my puffy tonight. We'll see. Yeah, it was a bummer. I wanted to wash my clothes and it wasn't happening. I'm hoping that maybe one of the hotels I'm staying at would have laundry. If not, maybe a laundromat or something. I might end up having to wash some things in the sink. I was really counting on that. So I had a change of clothes in the car I could have grabbed, and I didn't because I was like, I'm going to do laundry tonight. So I'm going to bring all of my dirty stuff, except I did change my t-shirt. I have a new shirt. So this is clean, but like most of my other things, I've been wearing them for a few days. They don't smell that bad because I'm not sweating as bad, but it feels really good to lay down right now. I'm just going to relax and watch some videos and fall asleep and await the rain. So, good night.